So the Google search was, why open enrollment sucks. The first result was titled, Open Enrollment, I want to throw up. Well, of course I'm going to click on that. And as I read it, it was sad and hilarious and messy and therapeutic. From the home base in Brookfield, Wisconsin, welcome to the latest episode of Inside Connect and Simplify, sponsored by the benefit companies. Roger here, human capital management consultant, marketing guy, and welcome to our first podcast of 2024. By the way, this is our 145th episode, and you can listen to all of them at connectandsimplify.com. So why am I talking about open enrollment? Well, we are a broker, and we work with hundreds of clients on their benefit packages every year, with a large majority of those renewing January 1. Our 3 broker reps have over 75 years combined experience, and their teams have significant experience as well. They have just been through the toughest grind of the year, starting a few months back with the gathering of census information, going to market, working with the client to build the best plan, speaking at employee meetings, gathering and sending files to the carriers, and confirming completion of all tasks related to renewing the plans. I asked one of our teammates to give us an outline of the pain points of open enrollment from her perspective, which is the broker service team perspective. That outline, along with the title of that first result, Open Enrollment, I want to throw up, tells me open enrollment needs fixing. Here's what my teammate listed from the broker service team view. Things that need to be fixed or that are painful. Timing for decisions to be made. Timing of open enrollment, such as when does it take place? How long will it be? The format of open enrollment. Is it an active one where all the employees must complete the process? Or is it passive where you only deal with changes? Or is it an election form or a not election form? There's the managing of the open enrollment. So tracking who's doing what, who will process the changes. Is it the HR team at the company? Is it the broker? Is it an assistant, somebody else? And how will they be processed? Is that an online process? Is it paper-based, census? What is it? There's communication of open enrollment dates, the timing, what's allowed for making changes, the entire process there. There's communicating benefits available during open enrollment, including education of the actual benefits offered. There's the payroll piece, so updating employee rates per day, per pay period, per month, communicating to the payroll vendor. There's COBRA rates, updated if a COBRA group, which is over 25 employees, anywhere during the calendar year. There's compliance. So now if your company's over 50 employees, what kind of ACA reporting rates are there available? And then there's the HRA and the HSA components, as well as benefits changing because of ERISA documentation. It goes on. And even when all is said and done, the distribution of the required notices that include for the medical plan, etc. So this is, again, just from the broker side of all the things that need to be managed for one company to get through open enrollment. And keep in mind, we told you we do hundreds of these. As expected, there is no cookie cutter solution for all the tasks listed here. Every company has a different path, timeline, priorities. And remember, this is, again, just the broker side. So here's a couple of stories from that online thread that I found. And they're kind of scary. All of these in quotes. So, quote, I ran an open enrollment early November that was a nightmare, but I pulled it off. All for the company to then terminate everybody just before Thanksgiving. Another quote, while the execs didn't fight on the rates, they did fight about going digital. As they said, that's not really going to catch on, so we shouldn't adopt useless practices and processes. Another one, I started in October and absolutely nothing had been touched in regards to the benefits since the company left their PEO at the beginning of the year. They didn't even use a system, but used paper forms, which is terrible since they're a tech company. Another one, my new job had 700 employees and no electronic open enrollment. My new boss was super old school and wanted paper documentation for everything. Took about 2 months to complete the open enrollment, since there were so many errors, changes, and lost applications that have burnt me out. And that was just 5 stories out of that thread. Wow. Add to this the list of pain points we heard from HR professionals that we speak with. Their pain points or stopping points are things that need to be addressed, including collecting completed applications, interpreting those applications because there are errors or they're incomplete or poor writing, the deadlines to collect from the employees and also to send out to the carriers and get back from the carriers, communicating options to the employees. Typically that's a broker thing, but not always. There are special circumstances like extended family or people living out of state, like a student attending college. Then you have to submit those requests to the carriers, and every carrier has a different format and different required information. They're submitting the changes to payroll and retirement vendors and getting those changes correctly mapped out for both. There's just the whole billing reconciliation. How do these changes show up on a billing statement? And maybe the biggest one that the HR people talk about is all this happens at the worst time of year, typically year-end, where everybody's on holiday or taking vacations, or there's just the year-end process of running a business. So with everything I've just discussed, what have we learned? Open enrollment is not an exact science, and it can be messy and stressful, and has pain built in, and there's opportunity to fix it and make it better. If you have pain even remotely close to what has popped up in this chat, where should you go to get help? Maybe start with an experienced team, years in the industry with established service teams, and have a conversation about what you're experiencing. Maybe start with a list of things you would, in your perfect world, improve or fix in your current process. Maybe talk through what is available for support, options, ideas. Maybe learn about the tech available to move off paper and into automation. Our tech partner is UKG, and they are the industry leader in human capital management technology. Maybe learn how open enrollment can be integrated into your other processes, including time labor management, payroll, and retirement. Our HCM platform solves all of this. And then maybe ask us how we can help you fix your process, improve the experience for the company, the HR and management teams, and the employees. It's a conversation you should be having. And it's a conversation we have with prospective clients all year long. So, open enrollment. I want to throw up. I truly hope you're not in that space. If you are, we should chat. Go to connectandsimplify.com to contact us or call me at 262-278-8522. Thanks for listening. Be well.
A business person recently said it's like inmates are running the asylum regarding disgruntled employees. Human capital management systems from the benefit companies will restore sanity to your workforce. Connect and Simplify. Insource. The benefit companies. connectandsimplify.com.